Hello and welcome to Game & Social. My name is Raphael here, and let's fly the PMDG 737-800 aircraft, and we're about to perform our descent. It won't be long now until we're where we need to be in Palma, Mallorca. So let's have a look at the weather and just make sure that we are still landing in the same runway direction. And it looks like we are, yeah, 24 right or 24 left. And it is 1015 for the old what's Maduda. So let's make sure we are going to be going down to the right altitude, and we need to be at 3,000 feet. Let's bring that down nice and ready. 3,000 feet like so, and we will also set our initialization so we can be doing a flat spherical landing in like so. And make sure we have the right ILS. 109.3. That ain't right. 24 right, yeah? Ah, we looked at the wrong. I'm looking at the wrong chart. That's why. 109.9. Yes, that is right in that case. So down to here, I need to go to navigation. 109.90. I still don't know why my plane didn't want to go up to its actual assigned altitude. I'm really not sure on that one. It's quite strange. I'm wondering if there's something wrong with the balance of the aircraft. It's possible. Maybe you guys have some more knowledge of what the problem was, so you can let me know. So, stand by. We want to use that one here. So elevation is 27. Wait, 27. And the runway length does not want to tell me on the chart that I have, so I must find the aerodrome chart. The runway length is 10728. 10728. Enter. Cool. And back up here as well. Just flip back to the other chart that I got for the arrival itself, and it is elevation 27. That would do nicely. That would do nicely. So we should be descending ever so shortly, right down here. So it won't be too long until we are actually there in our arrival itself. So in terms of the forecast, what is the transition altitude? It's still 6,000. There you go. Throw that in there. Pretty good. And we should be down 9:26. So not long actually. Only about a little under half an hour to go. And it is quite hazy out there at the moment. Cannot really see much at all. Is there land anywhere? No, there is no land. Let's turn terrain on now then, shall we? Let's see. Ah, we're going to be flying over there. I remember now, yes. So any minute now we should actually be descending down. So how are we doing for fuel anyway? I think 4.5, that's okay. That's still above our reserve. It's just a shame that our plane didn't do what I expected it to do. Never mind, so 239 is here into our course, so it's in line with the runway heading. Same with our overall heading as well. I can go 239. And our course over here as well. 239. So we are all set for the landing really, and we are now descending downwards. So our plane didn't even really go full speed, did it? And we have a warning light. What is the warning? What is the warning? I'm not quite sure what the warning is. Never mind. It's really hot down here as well though. It's very, very warm. Yeah, our plane didn't really pick up much speed either to get to here. That is very interesting. I'm not entirely sure why. But never mind. Not to worry, I suppose. It's not a big deal. And we are coming up on some land. I can see it. You can see it on the navigational display. We are coming up on some land, and that is actually the edge of Palma de Mallorca, of Mallorca. That is the edge. And then we'll be flying down past the mountain region to land this plane. So I'm still planning on doing a manual landing, so I'll let the aircraft intercept the glide slope and then take us down basically. So anything out to our other side, there really is nothing anywhere, is there, at the moment? It is very hard to see, so it is out there somewhere. But where? I do not know. I do not know. But we are making pretty speedy descent at the moment. And it says a few clouds at 3,000 feet. About 26 degrees there apparently. So we're currently 45 degrees. Wow. It's hot up here today. That is mighty hot. So it shouldn't take us too long to get down. I just hope I can see some land shortly. Because right now it's just very hazy out there. I can't really see much at all. It just looks like the layer of cloud sort of covering. We are moving. The side? No. Nothing at all. We're making a pretty rapid descent at the moment. We'll have to slow that down once we get closer to 10,000 feet so we don't overspeed under 10,000. But we are more or less going to be flying in and getting straight in line with the runway. It is pretty much a straight in approach. There's not much to it. There really isn't much to it at all. So, yeah, our fuel is 4.7 currently. You know, we won't be using much more of that to get down. We'll be there in no time, I would say. In no time at all. We can let our passengers disembark and head off to their holidays, and we can prepare our return. We can prepare our return. We should be good. So I'm still looking out the window trying to find some form of land. Because it's not that far ahead of us really. You know, it is there. And you can see on the MD now as well, you can see right here that this is a touchdown. All we're doing is coming in and landing. Coming in, turning and landing. You know, there's really nothing to it. Nothing to it at all. So the question is, where is the island that we're going to be landing at? Because I cannot see it out there yet. Hopefully when we get below this sort of, I think it's a layer of cloud. It looks like there's a hazy layer of cloud that we're currently above. So hopefully when we get below it, we might be able to see something. I don't know if there's something over here faintly in the background, I'm not quite sure. Can't really see. What was that light coming up and saying? I don't know, didn't see. Didn't see what that was then. Is Mallorca out there anywhere? Oh dear. So it won't be long. I'm just hoping we can have a nice clear flight into the airport. Well, hopefully. I mean, there are some quite high points on the island that we're going to be flying around, so I'm expecting to see something, because it should poke up out of the... I mean, I'm pretty sure there's something going on in front of us here. I'm pretty sure there is. We'll have to slow our asses down soon as well. So we are starting to approach 10,000 feet, and we've dropped off 10,000 feet already. And we've only been descending for a few minutes. It should be on the ground in, what, 15 minutes? Yeah, about 15 minutes. The breeze will be on the ground. Drag required, apparently. Yeah, kind of. Not quite yet. We'll be okay if we can continue doing what we're doing at the moment. Let's just lower the range of this quickly. I think, and we are starting to see that. I think that is the outline of the island right there. I think that is land, which is cool. Which is really good. Not much longer now. At about 11,000 feet, about 12, 11,000 feet, I'll start slowing down the aircraft, and that is most definitely land. Yeah, that is starting to come into existence now. You can see it there. So we are almost there. Almost there. Yeah, that's much better. Now we can see what we're flying towards. Which is good. So how are we doing? Yeah, we're making our turn soon. The aircraft will want to decelerate as well shortly. So I'm trusting its judgment of how much it needs to descend, and kind of letting the aircraft do its thing. So we need to get our checklist back up. So coming up on our transition altitude as well. Won't be too long. So let's just get our checklist all nicely ready. So our next, our next thing we need to do is our descent flow, our transition descent flow. So, oh, you can see the unlock one now. So as we go through 6,000 feet, yeah, it's a lot more clear now. I'm getting there. We are getting there. So I'm going to need to start slowing this aircraft down, so I'm going to get the speed brake out a little bit. And go into speed intervene it down to 240 as well, just so we're where we need to be. And I'll let the aircraft continue to descend. So it's kind of leveling off a little bit, so we may have to do a bit of manual override with the vertical speed. Like so. Out come the speed brakes because we're where we need to be. So it thinks at the moment we're a bit too high. That's alright, there we go, we're bringing it back down again. We're fixing that. Just keep descending. So there's the island, there is La Palma. La Palma? Mallorca. Huh. I get confused because the airport name. But there is Mallorca. Coming out through the haze. Coming out through the haze. It will not be long at all now, will it? And we are at the right speed as well, going through 10,000 feet. And we'll be shortly going down through our transition altitude of 6,000 feet. It won't be too long, so let's adjust the range on the ND a little bit more as well. That's better. Just our descent as well. So there's the island. There is the Palma. You can see it much clearer now. And we are very close to our beefer as well. Our beefer is right near us. And this is put the speed brakes back in again because we seem to be picking up a little bit too much speed. There we go. We're doing okay. We are doing okay. And you can see the deceleration point come up here, then we'll start putting our flaps in at that point before we turn on to onto our final heading for the runway. Our speed is now under control again, out come the flaps. Oh, there it is. There's the island. In all its glory. Looking good. It's looking good. So 2 more turns and we'll be landing. Only 2 more turns. So in terms of descent, it's been going quite well. Not a problem at all. There is good old Mallorca. Never been there myself, I don't think. At least not in a time that I actually remember. It's the edge of the island there. I wonder who lives down there. Anybody who lives down there? That's all we have time for in this video. I will see you in the next one as we actually perform our landing. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you then.